If you think your immigration story lives only on paper, you're missing the chapter that officers actually read. Because in 2026, IRCC isn't just reviewing your forms, it's reading your digital footprint, your history, your public signals, and sometimes one small inconsistency, one post, one date, one careless detail can trigger something you never see coming. Extra scrutiny, deeper review, slower processing, or in worst cases, refusal and even bans. I'm Jazz Dillon with Real West Immigration, and today I want to show you the 3 red flags that quietly trigger deeper review, what they look like and why they matter, and how we protect your story before it reaches an officer's desk. If you're serious about your case, not curious, serious, book your confidential consultation using the link below. Because what I'm about to show you, most people only learn after they've been refused. Let's begin. Now, Canada's entire immigration system runs on one word: integrity. Every visa officer, every program, every review exists to protect it. So when something doesn't line up, even slightly, the file doesn't glide through, it gets flagged. A flag doesn't mean guilt. It means the file moves from routine to review. That's a second set of eyes, more questions, less benefit of the doubt. And it's not personal, it's policy. IRCC confirms it in its own privacy impact assessment that it monitors publicly available information, social media, open websites, forums, to verify what applicants say against what's visible online. Public equals reviewable. And under Section 40 of the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, misrepresentation doesn't require intent. If an officer could make a wrong decision because of something incorrect, incomplete, or misleading, that's ground for refusal or a 5-year ban. That's why small details matter. The system isn't guessing, it's verifying. Now, red flag number 1, inconsistency. If your story says one thing, your public profile says another thing, maybe it's job titles, dates, travel history, relationship timelines. Your form says employed full-time in 2021. LinkedIn says manager since 2020. Visa records show you were abroad. Now, individually, that's harmless. Together, contradiction. So officers are trained to stop there because in every IRCC manual, consistency on material facts equals credibility. A spelling mistake is noise. A 2-year gap forgotten? That's misrepresentation territory. At Real West Immigration, we don't scrub your life. We align your narrative on all material points. We build explanations into your submission so officers never have to assume or speculate. Your story stays clear, honest, consistent across every platform, because once confusion appears, you don't get to just casually explain it by email. You get a fairness letter, and most applicants lose that battle. Now, red flag number 2, compliance risks. The second flag is about rules, how well your record matches Canada's expectations. Overstays, unauthorized work, study permit breaches, anything that hints your word and your record might not match. IRCC and CBSA operate under one principle: system integrity. Every file must show respect for Canadian law. And yes, CBSA officers have the authority to examine digital devices if they believe a law could be contravened. If your phone shows chats like starting work next week while you entered as a tourist, that's a problem. Not rumor, this is policy. Compliance flags don't always mean refusal, but they do mean delay, deeper review, sometimes interviews. We handle it head on. We analyze your record the way an officer will, entry history, prior filings, any potential breach, and then we build context directly into the file so your truth is clear before they ask. Because the only thing worse than a compliance issue is an unexplained one. Now, the third red flag, document and source doubts. This one is subtle and dangerous. It's not just fake documents, it's weak credibility signals. Letters that sound templated, employers with no online footprint, education that doesn't match claimed duties, references that can't be reached. Even small trust gaps whisper unverified, and officers hear that loudly. IRCC's program integrity units are trained to spot recycled text and boilerplate wording. If your letter sounds copy and pasted, if your experience reads like it was optimized for points, credibility drops. We fix that issue before submission. We stress test your file the same way an officer will. We verify that every proof point passes the smell test, and we rewrite weak evidence into clear, verifiable context. We don't add paper, we add clarity, because credibility isn't about volume, it's about alignment. Now the key takeaway, now stop and ask yourself, do any of these sound familiar? A LinkedIn mismatch, a sketchy reference letter, a visa extension that cut too close to the deadline. If even one rings true, don't gamble on it. Book a confidential consultation, read your file like an officer will, line by line, identify every weak point, and reinforce it before submission. Because once a file is under review, time and trust are hard to win back. Now the big picture, program integrity isn't your enemy, it's the referee. It protects everyone who plays fair. IRCC confirms public monitoring is in its privacy framework. IRPA defines misrepresentation clearly. CBSA enforces device examination within its mandate. Those aren't rumors, they're the rule book. And at Real West Immigration, we don't fight the rule book, we master it. Because when you understand how the system verifies truth, you can build a file that passes verification easily. So if you want your immigration story to be read exactly the way you intend, not guessed, not doubted, not delayed, book your confidential consultation today. I'm Jazz Dillon with Real West Immigration. We'll review your case line by line, spot inconsistencies, identify compliance risks, and strengthen the credibility signals officers rely on. No panic, no guesswork, just a clean, consistent, credible story built under today's rules for tomorrow's successes. Stay accurate, stay consistent, and let us handle the rest.